Shit loud as hell. Check one, check two. Check one, check two. There we go. Check. Oh shit.
What the fuck, dog?
Fucking up over here, dog. What the hell? Damn. Take that out the blooper reel, nigga. Damn. That bitch don't want to stay. Yeah, what the fuck I done did? Here we go. Bitch, all this shit acting up now. Shit, check one, check two, man. God damn. All right, we in the building. Check, check. All right.
You caught all that.
I got all that shit on there. It's all good. Venus, what up, though?
What up, though?
Venus just checked in, man. I had a then we go.
What's good?
Yeah, we go get into we go talk in a minute. I was about to just start rapping and shit, but let me be quiet. Where the fuck is the oh, there go the Facebook shit. All right, we about to get started, y'all. I'm fucking around. I do apologize. Maybe I need a drink first. You know what I'm saying? Happy Wednesday, you squares. Whoo! Shit. Should put some more juice in that shit.
Let's get it, gang. What's up, families?
All right. Also, we have 5%. I might be able to stream over here. See if we can do that.
What's up, family? What's good on the block, man?
Wake and Bake Show, man. You know exactly what it is.
Yeah, got that $10 lunch going for you. You know what I'm saying?
Damn, it is today.
Maybe y'all can come to Easy Street Saloon.
Damn, we ain't got no.
Get that thing.
We ain't got no motherfucking question. I forgot though. Damn, we are. I'm getting back. All right, dog. Let me get back in focus, dog. Cause I've been.
Y'all gotta be excuse my dog. He went to New York and then fucked his whole head all up.
Yeah, man. And we about to talk about that in a minute. As soon as I set us up over here on IG. Thank y'all for bearing with us though.
The Wake and Bake Show.
For sure.
Smoke one with us this morning.
Right. If you ain't smoking, if you are smoking, man, you know what? That'll be dope. If you smoking right now watching the show, take a selfie and drop it in the comment box. That'll be kind of dope. We should start doing that.
Yeah.
What up, though, Armani? Shit, what's good with you? Man, Miles just checked in. Bo, what up, though? Yes, I'm having trouble with fucking everything, bro. Like, I don't know what the fuck going on. Like, nothing's working right now. It's like everything is on vacation.
It's the Wake and Bake Show.
Damn, it's a lot. It's motherfuckers. Dog, the arrow shit not even. What the fuck is wrong with my arrow? Like, look at that shit. I can't even do the arrow down shit. Like, I'm trying to read the comments. What the fuck is going on right now, dog?
Oh man, I guess you ain't gonna read them today. Let's get this shit popping.
I'm trying.
E-Block Radio, Wake and Bake Show.
There we go.
Fuck with us, smoke one with us. We drinking early in the morning. I don't know why my stomach is fucked up right now, and I'm still drinking.
Right, I thought you weren't gonna drink that shit.
It's cold as hell, dog.
It is cold as hell, though. All right, it's checking connection. Check one, check two, check one, check two. All right, you ready, dog? Let's do it.
Let's get it.
Damn, thank y'all for bearing with us.
Appreciate you.
Yo, you know what it is, man. The Live Cloud radio show on the planet.
Earth, cuz.
Straight from the E-Block Radio live on your dial right this moment, man. It's your boy, the Hood Howard Stern, Q Lewis, holding it down live from the 48205. I got my man Angry Man in the building. I got my man Angry Man in the building. All right, fuck it up. My man Monk Money holding it down.
Yeah,
This motherfucker. Dog. Decked out in the Pardon My East Side gear, for sure.
Yes.
Dog, we is in this thing, dog, finally, and I cannot get the fucking comments to go. Armani, what up, though? Venus, I said, what up, though? We about to have a whole conversation about you. All right, Venus says she can hear us. Yep, I'm having trouble. My man Miles, what up, though? Pedro, you saying something? If there's enough food, the man is the king of his cat. Oh shit.
What you saying?
Right? Did I send the wrong one? Damn. Oh shit. No, that's last week's title, man. I'm fucking all the way up, bro. All right, we about to get this shit together, man. Larry Ben just checked in.
Pedro,
that was last week, dog. That was my bag. That's my bag. I didn't change it. No, we fucking up. Yo, I'm sorry, my niggas. I am not all the way together right now,
And guess
dog.
what? He can't blame it on me, folks, because I was here early, folks. You
Right,
feel
he
me?
was here early. I'm still on New York time, dog. Anyway, let's start rapping, dog.
Talk to me,
You
man.
know it's
Talk, man.
Social Media Wednesday, dog. So if you got social media, make sure you check us out on Twitter. What happened?
I don't know. This shit.
Seemed like the sound went off, didn't it?
It went back.
Yeah, I don't know. But what was I saying? Check us out on social media, man. Instagram and Twitter. Check out my man Real Monk Money. Also myself at Hood Howard Stern. That's on each of those. And his lunch on the block today.
Oh.
What the fuck? I gotta get it together, dog. It's like we've been off for too long or some shit. I don't know what's going on. All right, so we're gonna have a trivia question at about 10. No, not 10:30. Maybe about 10:40. We're gonna do a trivia question. Give away $10 for lunch on the block, dog. Straight to your Cash App. Nigga, it's been a long time since we've been on. Cause we went on Friday, we went on Monday, dog. What's been good with you, dog?
I don't know, man.
Well, I'm trying to fix all this shit.
I'm just getting really excited, man.
For sure.
The debut is coming soon. You know what I'm saying? You know, to a stomach near you.
He said to his stomach, dude.
You know what I'm saying? Easy Street Saloon coming soon. Really, really, really soon. I know people waiting on me and waiting on me. It's coming, baby. I'm sorry. But it's going to be worth the wait, I promise. I got a lot of stuff going on, you know what I mean? I'm 3-stepping my meat. If anybody out there know what 3-stepping your meat is, then...
That shit sound foul, though.
Yeah.
You 3-stepping your meats, nigga?
3-stepping my meats.
I don't know what that means.
I'm
So
telling
I'm just going to leave that alone. So what do we leave?
It means I'm brining them,
Inquiring minds want to know.
injecting them, and I'm rubbing it.
Fuck this conversation, dog.
This shit's going to be fire, bro.
3-stepping his meats, y'all.
Yeah. Y'all talking shit, man. Food is like porn to me, bro.
It sounds like
It is.
Definitely sounds like
It is.
I don't know if I want to eat that, man.
Okay.
Some fries or something.
I said some fries, dog. You dumb as hell. All right.
Y'all gonna want to eat that, watch. She gonna be live entertainment.
You ain't got to make it sound like that, man.
I'm just saying.
All right, there go the real topic. My bad, Pedro. Shit. Thanks for answering, though. That was last week's question, though. My bad. All right, let's try to get on for real. What else been popping, dog? What else going on?
Nothing much other than that, man. I've been banging out at the Easy Street. You know what I'm saying?
What up, Christine?
You know what I mean? Just getting it in. You know, working hard, trying to get this shit off. Just passed a couple inspections. Just got one more to go. Once this one's over with tomorrow, I'm gonna be sure to give you a definite date. You know what I'm saying?
That's what's up. You excited though?
In a motherfucker.
In a motherfucking. Michaela's checked back in. What up, though, Michaela? We ain't heard from you in a while either. Armani checked in. My man Pedro said it's all good, but I'm still right about the working man being served first and pussy at will.
Yeah, you right, Pedro.
Yeah, you right, Pedro.
You
I
right
fuck with
like a
you.
motherfucker,
Yeah, for sure.
Pedro.
For sure. Wake and bake, y'all. If y'all got bake, man, go ahead and start baking right now. We getting ready to start talking. But damn, my bad. Yeah, I'm wanting done real quick because I gotta talk. So this weekend, dog. So shout out to New York City, man. I just came from out there, dog, doing my thing. Shout out to my man Talib. God damn it, Talib. What's your last name? God damn it. I can't think of Talib's last name, but shout out to my man. Put together the Afros and Audio Urban Podcast Festival, dog. This was some dope ass shit. I went out to Brooklyn Friday, or actually Harlem, but I went out to New York on Friday. On Friday, man, spent the whole weekend out there. The conference was Saturday and Sunday. Man, I met some of the dopest like black people doing podcast shit. Like this shit was so dope. Like I can't even front. I felt like this kind of probably weird to say, but it was like a high feeling. Like I never been in a situation where so many like-minded black people was in the same spot, like moving towards a certain goal, and that just made me so excited because dog, it give you a glimpse of the shit we talk about all the time, what it could really be if niggas really just came together. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And that was one of the things where niggas really just came together. Like it was beautiful, nigga. So shout out to my man Talib. Shout out to the Afros and Audio Podcast Festival, which hopefully we have another one set up for next year. I think they started working on it probably like the day after they started working on next year. So shout out to the whole squad out there. Minister Jazz, shout out to her, man. She was the MC for the night. Minister Jazz, she a dope ass chick, man. Like she like just dope people. Like I just met some dope people.
That's what's up.
And then lastly but not least, definitely and shit, I got to meet our number one fan and shit.
Yes,
right,
yes.
so I got to meet Venus. Shout out to Venus.
Shout out.
Came out to Harlem. Well, she actually lived in Harlem, but she met me out in Harlem. Had a joint called Harlem Nights. By the way, and she supported me by buying a book. We gave her T-shirt that she won, so she got to receive that in person. So that's dope. I'm getting ready to post our picture later on because we took pictures and all that shit because I fanned out and shit. Like she a fan of our show, but I fanned out. You know what I'm saying? Like I was excited to meet her and shit.
Right.
So that's dope, man. And anytime that we in somebody's city that don't live here, or actually if you in Detroit and you want to fan out and shit, niggas in Detroit don't want to fan out because they feel like they can't and shit. So people outside of the city, if I'm ever in your city, dog, fuck with me, dog. Like, you know what I'm saying? I bring you a T-shirt and we take pictures and do all that, gangster shit. But dog, that was dope. So it was dope seeing her, and we chopped it up and talked about a lot of shit. And actually, some of the shit we talked about while I was there probably is contributing to this topic that we're talking about today. Because like she really heavy into, like the church and spirituality and shit like that. And I'm just starting to try to figure out where the church belong in this situation with the black community. We're gonna talk about that in a minute. But shit, what else? That was really the Harlem Nights though. So so we sitting there, we getting ready to order and shit, and I didn't see nothing on there that I like really wanted. So the lady said, well, I asked about this one shit. What? Yeah, this one shit that looked like a daiquiri, right? It was pink. It was pink and frozen and shit, right? So I'm like, she like, but it's really strong and shit, right? So I was like, man, I don't want that pink ass shit, right? She like, no, don't say it like that. I'm telling you, it's strong. I'm like, man, I don't want that shit. I'm straight, dog. I want that girly ass drink. That's what I told the bartender, right? So she made a little shot so you could taste it. So I tasted a little shot, man. Fire, nigga. Fire. That shit was beautiful. I was like, man, give me one of them motherfuckers. I was like, don't tell nobody I ordered this shit. I had them niggas in there rolling and shit. That shit was dope though, man. It was an experience, though. For real, I'm overwhelmed, nigga.
That's what's up, man. Yeah. You met a lot of dope people, man. You know
for sure. Yeah, hopefully they watching.
Right.
Yeah, hopefully they watching. But we made a bunch of good connections and shit. You know what I'm saying? I came and represented for the city, for our block, nigga, the whole city. Like, I put it down, my nigga. Like, we out here.
All right, you was the only Detroit dude there?
My man was we got a teacher. So shout out to him and shit. He actually from Chicago though, but he teaches at Mumford now. Okay. And matter of fact, I need to catch up with him. We go connect while we back in the city. Cause I think he a dope dude that I need to connect with Derek, cause they kind of on that path. You know what I'm saying? Okay. He can probably get Derek in there to speak at the school or some shit, and they can probably do some shit collaborative. So yeah, I think that'll work.
Yep.
Outside of that, man, I did want to say this about New York. New York is the funniest place on earth to me. I'm gonna say this and then I'm gonna leave y'all New York motherfuckers alone. But it's the funniest place on earth because you can go there, just like, especially in Harlem. It's like a super melting pot. When I say melting pot, like, this is the true sense of the word in Harlem. So you got everything. You can walk down the street. You got homeless motherfuckers. You got Jamaican motherfuckers. You got Haitians or some shit. Then you got fucking Chinese, Asian people. And then you got like little white women jogging and shit and walking poodles and shit. All in the same block. And everything still smell like piss and motherfucking garbage everywhere and shit. Like, it's still the same. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to Harlem. I love that shit, though. Like, I really love that shit. I love being out there. And it brought back that nostalgia from when I went years and years ago and shit, when I went down to the internship at Black Enterprise. So I relived that whole moment, which, just to let y'all know, I took notes all while I was there, and I'm going to compare those notes with the last time I was there, and I'm going to develop a book out of that. So be on the lookout for that. But yeah, I loved it, nigga. It was the shit. So that was my weekend in a nutshell. That's my weekend in a nutshell. And no, Venus, before you ask, I have not watched that goddamn documentary yet. I'm gonna watch it though. I really am gonna watch this shit. I was gonna watch it last night, but then I got high, so I didn't watch it. But I am gonna watch it. It's coming up, dog. For real. Let me see. Oh shit, Gigi just checked in and shit. She didn't give us the finger yet, so that's cool.
It's coming.
It's coming. What else we gotta talk about before we get in? Also pictures to come from the festival and shit. You know, I took a gang of pictures. I got pictures from around Harlem and Brooklyn and pictures from the actual conference. What's up?
Nothing. They talking about Buck and Jesse again, man.
Huh?
You talking about booking Jesse?
Yeah. I saw that. So how is that? So now they investigating them letting him off or some shit, right? So like if something come up in that investigation, then they get to try him again or some type shit.
Yeah.
Dog, what you think about that shit?
Man, leave Jesse alone, man. God damn, dog.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know, I don't want to say, nothing bad about gay people, but some of them just extra.
What?
They
I
extra.
don't want to say nothing bad about it.
But
Well,
they just extra.
I just said some of them are extra, bro. They go the extra mile to be noticed, and they already noticed. You know what I'm saying? You can't help but to notice the motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
But I mean, what you think though? I don't think that's fair though. I feel like if they let him go, they need to let this shit
It's a
go.
wrap, man. It's
Yeah.
a wrap, man. I don't think they should bring that shit back even up, man. If they had, well, y'all let him go, it's over with now.
Right. Yeah, that's the way I look at it. Though.
Yeah.
I completely forgot about that shit actually. That they had even brought that shit back up. But I guess they need to. I guess you can't have it both ways though, right? Because we really do want checks and balances. We want a motherfucker to check the police.
Yeah.
We want them to make sure
Yeah.
they're doing the right shit.
Yeah.
But then at the same time, if we want that, we can't be mad if they investigating this shit though.
No.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you
But
can't have it
still-
both ways. Yeah.
But still, they already got booked. They booked him. It was in the media. He was out there. You know what I'm saying? They put some stank on his name.
Right.
And now what? Y'all still want to keep bringing this shit back up? Why, man? I know it's a lot of other crimes out there that need to be investigated.
Oh, hell yeah.
A lot of the crimes. Where this shit happen at?
Chicago.
Yeah.
Nigga.
And you know it's a lot of them.
Yeah.
Some more shit they need to be
Yeah.
worried about.
Investigating something else,
Go
motherfucker.
to that Southside Park and find out why they fucking up all them kids over there. You figure that shit out.
Yeah. Talk to me. Then talk to me.
God damn, you leave it alone. The nigga, he got off, okay?
Right, leave that shit alone, though.
You move on to something
Move
else.
on to something else.
Yo, my man Miles say, I feel like the black community needs to be more involved, but it can be beneficial. All right, we about to jump into that for real topic then. Gigi said, question, are y'all going to boycott these party promoters, who shut down the city every other holiday but didn't and don't do nothing for Juneteenth? Dog, this is the thing, though. I ain't tripping on party promoters because they trying to make money. They capitalists, nigga. They do they do whatever.
They
hot and
moving
shit.
when it's hot. Yeah.
They move whatever hot. But on the strength of that though, Gigi on some real shit though. Like I'm making a concentrated effort and shit next year to really celebrate that shit like for real. Because like this year I was more cognizant, which is crazy because you would think that I'd have been into that shit, but this year I was a little more cognizant and shit. I was really trying to school niggas to what the Juneteenth shit was about because I think a lot of people don't really understand that, and that don't mean that I'm still gonna eat barbecue on the 4th of July. I'm sorry, I'm gonna do that and shit. But I am gonna pay more and closer attention to Juneteenth next year, and we may even do something in the community and shit for next year with the radio show, associated with Juneteenth, because I think it is important that at least the younger generation, I think they need to know why that shit is important, because in real life it really is our Independence Day, like our for real Independence Day. So definitely, I'm not gonna boycott them party promoters though, because they doing whatever they do. But I will definitely try to let my voice be known to let them know that they need to, to encourage them. Like if more people get interested, then party promoters just go follow the wave.
We should throw a party on June.
That's what I'm saying. We should throw one. That's what I'm saying. We should definitely do something next year. And so that's not necessarily boycotting the party promoters. We just go, She talking about she asking for Gucci. Shut up, man. St. Patty's Day be flooded in Cinco de Mayo. Yeah, it's true. All that shit be happening.
Yeah.
All that shit is true.
All that shit is true.
That be because we don't be knowing what's going on for real. So it's our duty. Like Angry Man always tell us this shit. It's our duty to start being the voice of the people. And
Like
shit.
we don't know our past shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
No, that's true.
We don't. You know what I'm saying? Especially anything past slavery, we don't know nothing.
Right. He said anything past that shit, we don't know a goddamn thing.
A thing.
All right, man, let's go ahead and jump into this topic, dog. Well, first we gotta go to commercial break and shit real quick. But when we get back, dog, we gonna go to the for real topic. Today's for real topic is the church beneficial for the black community. All right, man. Make sure you hit me in the comment box, and we will read your comment live on the air. And then at about 10:45, we go have the trivia question for lunch on the block. All right, so make sure you hang out for that. But in the meantime, we'll be back in just about 45 seconds. You already know exactly what it is, man. The Live is Cloud radio show on the planet.
Earth, cuz.
Straight from the E-Block Radio, man. Be back in 45 seconds. And we're back.
What up, dog?
What up, though, man? You already know what it is, man. The Live is Cloud radio show on the planet, man.
Earth, dog.
Straight from the E-Block Radio, man. We back live on your dial. Of course, I got everybody in the building, man. We about to get into the for real topic. Is the church beneficial for the black community, man? Right now, 57% say yes. 43% say no. All right, so I want to hear some comments right now. We're going to go around the block first, though. Let me see. Oh, we got a comment real quick. Hold on, let me slide back up. Who that? I just saw it. Oh, that's Bo. What up, Bo? He talking about Juneteenth. He said Juneteenth celebration and education for sure. We definitely gonna be on top of that shit. Matter of fact, we might not even have to wait until Juneteenth. We might just drop jewels along the way and shit.
Yeah.
The church can be beneficial, and I'm sure it is in some communities. In my experience, the church has always been hypocritical and not accepting the people that they are supposed to be here to help. And I think that's what turned a lot of people off, because a lot of people have had the church turn their back on them, and I think from those experiences, people start feeling like it's not beneficial. You know what I'm saying? Angry Man, what you say about that, dog? Cause I know you've been you seen both sides of the game. You know what I'm saying? So what you think, dog? What's your opinion on that shit?
Yeah, I think it's beneficial. It should be the backbone of the black community, if you want my opinion.
Yeah.
I just don't understand how you got these mega churches and you still got abandoned houses in that neighborhood. You still got homeless people in that neighborhood.
Right.
You still got unemployed people in that neighborhood.
Yeah.
But you got this big ass church sitting here getting all this damn money, and you got kids. Okay, so what? The kids that attend your church may be a little better off because of the church type of church they go to.
True.
What about the other goddamn kids, man?
You said, what about them niggas?
Yeah, I mean, I thought that's what the church was for.
Supposed to be.
You know, like, because like you said, I seen both sides. So
right.
when I grew up in the church, it was everything.
Yeah.
It was a freaking daycare center sometimes.
Everything you needed.
You know?
It really served the community.
Yeah, like it was times my parents had to work on a Wednesday. We had to go to the church for a couple hours. You know what I'm saying? We ate there. They watched TV there. We did everything we would do at home, but we were just at the church.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then I done seen kids, have to come there and get clothes.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? I done seen, it's been plenty of times, and this has happened to me a couple times in my church, where my dad was like, "Oh, I need that plate back." I'm like, "What the hell?" Because a homeless family then came in.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's what the fuck is supposed to be there.
That's what it's supposed to be, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I think somewhere along the line, though, the lines got blurred.
Like, you can eat at home. Let them fucking kids.
I can't wait to comment, bro.
Eat. But that's what the church is supposed to be there for.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Key word you keep saying.
Supposed to.
Yeah. And that's what it should be there for, man.
Key word.
Because, see, somewhere, like you said, down the line, the shit got lost. Because our grandparents and parents lived and died by it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because, I guess, at that time, they felt like they had to, have somewhere to go.
Yeah.
Be a part of something. Now, our generation feel like we overcame. We don't need the church no more.
Yeah.
So it's a two-way street.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We can't, put it all on the church. It has to be all on the community, too, to be able to work with the church.
Right.
You know
No, that's true. Yeah, I dig that.
And that's totally true. But the key words he keeps saying,
he ready to, ain't it?
It's supposed to.
Right.
Like, I'm not bashing all churches, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not, you know what I mean? But a lot of these preachers, bro, is just ridiculous, bro. It's ridiculous. It's a hustle. It's a hustle for a lot of people, man.
Well, I
mean nothing.
Church is...
What?
Okay, never mind. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's a hustle. It's a hustle. That's what it is. You know what I mean? And at some churches.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I've been to churches that... I grew up in a church that was pretty decent. You know what I'm saying? I ain't even gonna lie. It was pretty decent. You know, my uncles, my aunties, everybody went there. You know what I mean? And it was okay. And then I visited the other churches. After this guy got old, and sermon took for 17 hours, you know what I'm saying? We got a little tired, you know what I mean? So we tried to visit other churches, you know what I mean? And, man, the things I've seen at these churches, man, is ridiculous, man.
Right.
You know what I mean?
No, I did.
I mean, like, for real. And people don't want to help the community. They don't want to, like, my thing is, like...
Damn, that's the tough one, bro. You can't say
Listen
that.
Listen to me first.
Hey,
They don't want to help the community because they get government assistance.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So they give them the government check.
403B or something? Some
yes,
shit,
yes. So they don't want to mess up that money that's coming in to go help a black person that just got shot or go protest against anything that has to do with these situations that's happening right here around town. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of them just don't want to lose that bread. You know what I mean? Like
That's
honestly,
fucked up.
bro, that's fucked up, but that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, like I said, I'm not bashing all churches. You know what I'm saying? I ain't bashing church at all. You know what I mean? You know, I believe in God. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of these, I don't believe in a lot of these preachers, man.
Oh yeah, those two honestly should never even coexist. Like even having a conversation saying that, damn, can I hear myself? Oh, it's that. It was a shortage. No, but yeah, even just having a conversation saying that having the church believing in God and believing in the church is definitely two different things. Like those two should never even coincide.
You just don't believe in that particular building.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and that's what it boiled down to. Let's read some comments real quick, dog. Don't forget, if you're on Facebook Live right now, you can hit me in the comment box, or if you're on IG Live or on YouTube Live, man, hit us up. Right now, 63% say yes, 38% say no. Is the church beneficial for the black community? Armani said no, hypocrisy. This is what you just said. You can't preach about things you shouldn't be doing, and then you, the man of God, go and do the opposite of what you preach. Now, Armani, he said no, they take the offerings from the black community, but can never give back. Now, some churches do fall into that, but the one thing I can say about the first thing she said though is I can't be that judgmental. Like to a certain degree, I expect my pastor to be a fuck up because he human just like me. He really just a messenger. That don't mean that he completely following the line. That just means he been anointed with the ability to deliver the message. Don't mean that he necessarily living it. Which I guess is probably the dumbest shit ever, but I understand it. If we all are people, we all are humans. Like they not superhuman and no shit. So
basically, what you're saying is you'd rather have a preacher or somebody you can relate to.
Yeah, I mean that's me.
Yeah, somebody that did some dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? But found his turned his life around
right.
or whatever.
And that's because I like young preachers. So I think there's a difference there too. Because if you got a preacher who 30, you know what I'm saying, 30 or 35. I expect them to still be fucking up. They new to this. They trying to deliver the message. They trying to walk in they path or whatever. Now you 70 though, and you've been preaching for 35 years and you still ain't got it together, then that's when I got a problem with you. You 70 and shit, and you still out here fucking around on your wife and shit and taking drugs and shit. Like, that mean that 35 years of your own sermon having corrected you is definitely not gonna help me. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely not gonna help me.
And then again, I seen that show, man, that really turned me off. Really, really, really told me off, man. The preachers and shit. The preachers with the Bugattis and all this shit, bro. Man, that shit turned me off like a motherfucker. And these people homeless. It's people homeless, bro. People don't got fucking food to eat, bro. Like,
and you flying from city to city.
Yeah, and then they saying our people like, on a jet, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro. Like, come on, bro. Come on. That's too much, bro. That's too much, bro.
Creflo make more dollars.
Exactly. It's a hustle, bro.
Over the top right there.
It's a hustle.
I mean, at the end of the day, man. At the end of the day, church is hope hustling. I mean, it really is. It's hope hustling. And I get that. I think everybody understand that. But you do.
Churches is within us, bro.
Yeah, right. Saying? That too. But I mean, you still sometimes want that physical gathering spot. Yeah. So for me, I think, and damn, I think Venus probably said this already, so I'm gonna read hers. But for me, we can't consistently blame the church because the church is just a makeup of our community. So it's us. It's the motherfuckers in there. It's the motherfuckers in there that's creating the problem. Venus said yes and no. Yeah, that's what I figured. She was saying basically the same thing I just said. Yes and no. It's not about the church. It's about the individual focus on God and what you are being taught. Remember, churches are supposed to be Him, and they are not. They are a lot of people that ask for help. It is. It's a lot of people ask for help. Can everyone exactly be helped? No, but if your focus is on God, He makes a way out of no way. For sure. I dig that. And this is why spirituality to me is more important than religion. Like your connection to God is way more important than some kind of denomination. You know what I'm saying? She said not all churches are the same, and it's written there, will be false prophets, have to have discernment. That's true. You have to figure out which ones worked and which ones are, on the bullshit. And which it is some because people just be on bullshit sometimes. Like it's in our nature. Some people are just on bullshit. It happens.
Just devious creatures for no fucking reason, man.
So let me ask this though. This is kind of it's still on the same subject, but kind of off the subject. But if you had a preacher who was like doing a lot of shit on the side, just like completely fucking up, but his delivery of the message you really receive, like, could you continue to fuck with that pastor?
No.
I've
left.
Yeah, even though you was feeling the message.
And I was feeling the message, bro.
Yeah,
I was in tears.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
But then it just wasn't enough.
And then it wasn't enough, bro. Like, yeah, man. You doing a behind the back pass on me every time, man. Some shit I can't see. You know what I'm saying? Like for real, like. And you got all this shit going on, man. You supposed to. I don't know about y'all, but I always heard practice what you preach. I know what songs out there that say this shit. Everybody done heard this shit, right?
Right.
Practice what you preach. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not saying being holier than thou.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, though, you got to practice what you preach. You can't sit here and tell me not to do something and this is wrong and this is wrong.
And here you go.
And here you go.
Yeah.
Like, come on, man.
I mean, to any degree, though, it's got to be something.
I can fuck with it.
You can fuck with it?
Yeah, I can.
Loyalty Royalty is blessed. Just joined us on IG Live. What up, though, baby?
Yeah,
what up, though?
I can fuck with it. As long as I'm getting my food.
As long as you get yours?
As long as I'm getting my message, what you do, I can't judge.
Yeah.
It's not my job to judge
I
you.
kind of feel like that.
As long as I'm getting what I need to get.
And that's why I asked. I feel that way, but I think it's degrees to that shit though. It's certain shit though.
Come on.
I mean, like this motherfucker been touching
bro.
little kids. No, I can't.
Come on,
I can't
bro.
receive that message no more.
Come on, bro.
I mean, yeah. Come on.
Come on, bro.
Like I said, as long as I'm getting what I need to get, it ain't my job to judge you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, but it is. I guess it's not my job to judge you, but it is my job to make sure that I make a conscious decision whether I want to remain attached to you though.
Yeah.
I mean,
You
shit,
telling
like
me
I said,
you judging me from off rip when your whole sermon you judging.
Like I'm gonna give y'all an example though. Like I'm gonna give y'all an example, just like Pastor Kenlock and shit. I think a lot of people probably familiar with Kenlock and shit. He what's the fuck is the Triumph Church.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people are familiar with him. And a lot of people feel like, cause he a young dude and shit, and I think he has been in some compromising situations, cause he a nigga from the hood. Mm-hmm. But at the end of the day, I received that nigga's message. I ain't gonna lie. Like I've been shout out to my cousin shit. Peaches put me on with Triumph and shit. I went and I fell in love with the message, with the delivery of the message. I really did. And a lot of people don't like him. You know what I'm saying? Or they feel like he not the the right kind of dude. But I'm like, sometimes the message, nigga, I just receive it and I don't necessarily give a fuck what he doing. Like after the church doors closed, you know what I'm saying? I think it had to be something fucking despicable for me to just be like, you know what I'm saying?
Man, it's not.
I don't know.
Bro. Y'all
receive your message. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Whatever. I go by what I see.
He say whatever.
I go by what I see.
Just because you see
Fuck that.
Right,
Fuck that. You cannot judge me and tell me what I can do and preach to me what I can't do and preach to me what I should do, and you doing everything that you telling me I can't do.
You mad?
Fuck yeah.
You mad?
Yeah. It's
Fire
a hustle.
brimstone, nigga.
It's a hustle for a lot of these niggas, man. I don't
it
care
is a
what y'all
hustle.
say, bro.
Yeah.
I never said it wasn't a hustle. It's a hustle.
Nobody said that. Shit, it is.
Right, it's hope hustling,
But my
nigga.
thing is, look at here. I get my message how I get my message.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If this is how I gotta hear it, like I said, after like he said,
Right, we got a lot of shit to read, huh?
when that motherfucker leave, that's on him. It's not my. He got to stand before God, with his story, not me. I ain't got to vouch for this nigga.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just give me. Maybe the way he delivered it is how God want me to receive it. You know what I'm saying? So he has my attention. So I'm hearing what God want me to hear through him. That's all God told me to do. Get the goddamn message and get the fuck on.
And get the fuck
He didn't
on.
tell us to hang out the goddamn brother. He didn't tell us to kick it. And who am I to judge some goddamn body? I'm at church my goddamn self.
Right, we all in this bitch sitting.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So who the fuck am I to judge some motherfucker
Yeah,
body?
for
You know what
sure.
I mean, you can't crucify the preacher because
Practice what you preach.
Let's get to some of these.
If we practice what we preach,
practice what
nobody
you
be in
preach.
church,
He
nigga.
said nobody be in
Because
church.
we wouldn't need the sermon. We don't need it one time. And
Practice what you preach.
Bell Poetry just checked in. What up, though? All right, let's read some of these comments. Armani said, "No, with all these killings, where are the black churches at? The Bible say that Yeah, thou shalt not kill. So why not organize a march or something to protest all these killings? So if it don't make them money, it don't make them sense. And I think that's what Monk was just saying about basically when you back by the money, it's like the money does control your actions to a degree, but at the end of the day, though, the church only functions as the community allows it to, though. So I can't be mad at the preachers. I gotta be mad at the motherfuckers in the church. Like you gotta be mad at everybody. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Pedro checked back in. He said, "Church has taught me to love myself and appreciate life. It also has taught me that we have to stay focused and keep people at bay. Everybody, even the preacher, pastor, or father, falls short of glory. Right? Respect others and put yourself first after God." I got you. Like, dog, it's like I just don't want to put. I don't want to put that much pressure on a man like this is or a woman, but I mean like mankind and shit. Being a pastor, like they might not live up to expectations. But if they delivering the message to me, nigga, I'm gonna fuck with it. As long as they not touching kids.
I'm saying though. See, that's what I'm saying. Like
presidents,
man, come on,
mayors,
man.
Right.
a lot of motherfuckers don't live up to their full expectations.
I'm not saying all preachers that way,
but
but
most of them
are. You know what I'm saying? Most of them are. I know a lot of dudes that in that game. You know what I'm saying? In that game. It's a game too, man. Right? I think so, man. You know what I'm saying? I think churches was in this, bro. God, if you believe, bro, he's there for you, bro.
For sure.
You know what I mean? And you can't sit here and judge me and tell me some shit and you doing the opposite of what you telling me, man.
Yeah.
Like, I just can't just say that, man. It's like my mama telling me not to smoke cigarettes, but she blowing the bitches in my face. Like, come on, bro. Y'all
do as I say, not as I do.
Yeah. Practice what you preach, motherfucker.
Okay, when you find the perfect pastor, tell me where he at.
Oh, no, I'm not saying perfect, none. I ain't saying perfect, but it's a lot of ones good and trying to walk that path. It's a lot of them that's trying to do some shit and trying to do for the community.
It's fucked up because the ones that's doing that are the ones who got the failing churches because they not getting the money. So it's discouraging. Exactly. It's discouraging.
Exactly.
Because they trying to help the community do what's right and they falling short. Yeah.
Every time.
Yeah, it's fucked up. Loyalty is royalty. I say loyalty is royalty. Loyalty, royalty is blessed. Why the fuck am I fumbling? It must be what's in this cup and shit. Yeah. She said, I need a preacher who gonna not only speak the truth, he living it and being real about it. And
true.
I feel that, but every preacher not gonna be at that level yet. So I expect it to be some kind of level of folly. I guess.
Trying to walk the path.
Yeah.
You trying though.
Damn, we got 12 comments, so I gotta go to this shit, dog. My man D Will just checked in. He said, I think the level of our disappointment is congruent. This nigga said congruent. With the level of the level of the unreal expectation that we place on them. That's definitely a part of it. Mm-hmm. Like it's some of the shit is unreal. We expect the church to do some shit that they probably not capable of, or we should be more capable of doing ourselves.
Exactly.
Yeah, so that's definitely a case. So I do get that.
Because it should be that just strictly, but you got to think a lot of people gonna take advantage of it too. It should just be.
I mean, that's in everything, right?
Help, you know what I'm saying?
Niggas will always take advantage of something.
It should be there for help, man. I'd love to go back to the old church. I would love to go back there. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, what couldn't you get there?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You go off to school to church, you didn't even know. I didn't even know. They had money for everybody that graduated my year. Yeah. They just called us up and gave us a little package.
That's because community was different too, though. Community was different.
Like I said, daycare centers. You know what I'm saying? Go back. You know what I'm saying? Sunday schools. Go back. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
So get back to the basics, huh?
They can't. The government say no, don't do that. The government say no, don't do that. Let them try to get on government system so we can bash them and keep bashing them and keep our motherfucking knee in their neck.
Or like we were saying about, it's crazy analogy, but like we was talking about Death Row yesterday, right? Yeah. That's how Suge was, though, right? Suge was a pimp, though. Like, he caught niggas in distressed situations and gave them, quote unquote salvation. Mm-hmm. Made them feel like they owed him something. So whenever they wanted to get free, he was like, nah, hold on, bitch. Remember that time? You know what I'm saying? That's kind of what the church do it. Like, it's fucked up. That's a bad analogy, probably. But I mean, that's kind of how it is. You start serving not just God, but you start serving the people of the church in a manner where they could be leading you in the wrong direction for whatever ulterior motive they have. And it's fucked up that you even got to think
Think
about
about
that,
that
though.
shit. Yeah.
Because you want to just go to church and talk to God. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? Right.
Come on, man.
Because, like I said, this generation now feel like they don't need the church the way
Information is set up.
Other generations need it.
What you need
know
is
what I'm
God.
saying?
What you need is God in your life.
You know
That's
what I
what you
mean?
need.
Back then, the reason why I say that is back then the church served a totally different purpose. You know what I mean? That's where they went because, racism and all that shit.
Yeah.
You know.
They had a common cause.
Yeah, and then even before that, you got to think the slaves, they really, really believed in going to church.
Yeah.
And then, like I said, it got lost in the sauce. At some point, our kids feel like they don't need church.
Right.
Because then, like I said, I don't know if it's because, we had a black president and they really thought we overcame it.
Nah, it's because of this conversation we have right now.
Yeah.
This generation keeps saying that the church ain't shit. And they listening.
Yeah.
So they like, damn, my daddy said the church ain't shit. I ain't going. They don't go.
You're
You know what I'm saying? So that's how that shit happened. Armani said, but they should be held at a higher standard. You can't preach God's work and making fuck ups. You can't keep failing and getting back up and then want to discipline the next person.
Exactly.
And that's the shit you on, huh? Let me get down
I understand
here.
what he's saying too, but shit, I would like a motherfucker that has been through some shit.
Been through some shit.
I mean,
right?
yeah,
That's
but
all
like
I'm
I
saying.
said, but he's trying to walk the path, bro.
Yeah.
Like I'm saying, everybody, we all born sinners. It's all said and it's written in the book.
Yeah.
But if you trying to walk this damn path, then I fuck with you. But if you not trying to walk this path, you trying to get this money, line your pockets up, and get this Bugatti, get this motherfucking G5 and fly over motherfucker everywhere. Get the fuck out of here, bro.
You mad about that goddamn G5,
Yeah,
That's
what you need a
bullshit.
G5 for?
That's some bullshit.
And then motherfucking Joel Osteen and damn when the motherfucking hurricane and all that flood shit happened, you wouldn't even open your church up for the people to come in there. Come on, and it's a stadium.
The stadium.
Come on,
Yeah,
bro.
I get what you're saying completely.
Yo, that
Fuck
nigga
you
hella
mean,
mad.
I really
He
get
said
what
the
you're
fuck
saying
you
completely.
mean.
Because shit, you do one sermon and shit by 12, your ass in Chicago.
Yeah.
By 3, you in St. Louis.
Yeah.
I mean,
Come on, man.
Come on now.
My man Bo say this is part of my opinion and an article I read it long ago. Research has shown that black men are less likely to use mental health services even though they experience levels of distress similar to individuals of other racial and ethnic backgrounds. Hold on. A black man's decision about whether to seek help for his mental or physical health is influenced by gender norms and cultural beliefs. These factors result in black men not using professional mental health services and instead relying on others such as clergy or family members can be detrimental to your mental health. That's because, and definitely I dig what he's saying about that. Mm-hmm. I think a lot of people who could be getting professional, well, not to say that the church not professional, but to get professional help for like real shit like that need to be corrected, they lean on clergy or the churches, and a lot of times those churches, you might lean on the church that's doing one of them numbers you talking about, trying to buy a Bugatti and shit, and all they doing is taking advantage of you. So you didn't miss out on this whole opportunity to get fixed. Mm-hmm. And now you a person in that community who fucked up, and you just create other fucked up motherfuckers, and then the downtrend just continues. Nigga, it's a cycle, bro.
It's a cycle, bro.
It's a cycle, and if the church, it's just if the church wasn't, I guess if the church wasn't tied to like maybe government money or something. I don't know. It's just something about some churches not being willing to do what they supposed to do, and I don't know what the fuck is going on with this thing. There we go. Sorted. It's a straight shortage on this bitch. One of these motherfuckers. There you go. All right. But yeah, I don't know how to fix it. I guess that's the problem. To answer the question, because I don't think I actually answered the question, but to answer the question, is the church beneficial for the black community? I honestly don't think so. And the only reason I don't think so is because I'm having a hard time, and this is probably going to be a little controversial too, but I'm having a hard time accepting a lot of, I believe in God. Let me say that first. But I do think that a spiritual connection is more important, more beneficial than like a church or religious connection. So I can't really honestly sit here and tell you that I believe in the church. I believe in your spiritual connection. I can't necessarily say I believe in the church, and that's coming from a nigga who, honestly, I didn't have like the church like y'all talking about. I didn't like for the longest time. Like I realized as an adult. As a child, the most often I went to church was for a funeral. So I never even had the celebration type of effect in a church because I was always there mourning. You know what I'm saying? So I had never even experienced the fact of being joyous at church. So from that point, I was kind of like, fuck that. But then I started going and like, damn, all right, I get it. But like I'm receiving a message and it's always great. But the more you get in depth into the church and meeting the people, it's when it get fucked up. And that's bad though, right? Because like I want to go to that bitch and be anonymous. Like I want to be around everybody. We all focus on God. We all doing the same thing. But then I want to leave. I don't want to talk to you niggas. No. Because after the sermon over, you niggas turn into something else. And I'm straight, nigga. I'm out of here.
Man, I'm like, man, some of these people are so judgmental, bro. Like, how could you be judgmental of me, bro? Like, come on, man.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna say something that probably ain't gonna make no sense. But I think the church is beneficial, but it's not being beneficial right now.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Because we do need that shit, man. We really do. I mean, our kids are losing so much history. You know what I'm saying? They losing so much. You know, it's just that's gonna be gone.
It's an avenue to give our kids that, though. It's an avenue to get our kids back together. We can get the whole fucking the Black Railroad shit all over again with the churches. We can do that, bro. So many churches everywhere, bro. Like it can benefit all of us, bro. Yeah. It's like a fucking union. This is how we get together. And if you using it for fuck shit, I can't get on that path, bro. Like, I can't go to your church, bro.
Damn, this conversation got deep as hell. It's after 11. I ain't gave away no money. I ain't did shit.
Yeah.
Dog, look, we ain't got no questions and shit. So, the first motherfucker to put in that Cash App name and shit in the comment box on IG Live or on Facebook Live, dog. The first person to enter in a Cash App name and shit, we gonna send y'all $10 for lunch on the block, dog. Because I don't have a question because we've been talking too long about we having church right now by accident. You niggas didn't even know. Yeah. And I'm drinking out of pimp cup and drinking alcohol and smoking weed, but we're still having church. Venus said you can't preach to people if you're a walking cricket. We all live in the flesh and fall short. Preachers too, but if they are constantly messing up, then there's no time to go.
Yeah. I agree to a certain extent.
Yeah.
I said, how you gonna tell me what not to do if you ain't been through some
right.
shit?
Yeah. But if you steadily doing it, then
like he's saying, if you on that other shit, nah, I get exactly what he's saying.
Yeah.
But you know, on the other side, I'm saying like, okay, I can't really believe you if you're perfect.
Right. Yeah, that side too. So it's got to be a perfect mix.
You know what I'm saying?
And then, but it can't
like
be
saying,
it can't be consistent.
Walking on that path, that's really trying, and you see you trying, and he's still delivering the message. I get that.
I get it. I'm with it.
You gonna try to tell me you completely perfect? No, I'm not.
Not gonna happen.
I can't do that.
Right.
Can't do that.
Bo said God may have sent the preacher, but he needs to get the degree before he can be my mental health provider. I feel you. Pedro said, I think preachers are like musicians. They give us what we want to hear, but I don't necessarily live that life. Damn, like musicians, huh? I never even thought about it like that. Christine, what up, though, Christine? She said, I feel like the leadership in many churches have changed, and they have somehow lost their way and forgot what the church is for. They ain't forget. They just try and get that dollar. Back in the day, the leadership got out and spoke to the community, used the church as a safe place and an education center to teach the community. This is exactly what Angry Man said. I feel like it needs to be brought back to help the community. Duh, that's when it's working the way it's supposed to, it's wonderful. Duh.
Yes.
But it don't seem like it's. I don't think it's worked that way since the fucking civil rights movement.
And that's the point.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But see, nowadays that shit could go a lot more fucking smoother.
Yeah.
The reason why I'm saying that because you got now it's a good and a bad thing. Now you got a lot more single mothers that can volunteer at the church throughout the week. So somebody can go to work and drop their kid off at the church, you know, so kid can stay there.
Right.
And, you know, you getting $800 motherfucking dollars and goddamn food stamps. Stop selling the motherfuckers. Donate some money to the church so your kid can eat while they're there and somebody else's kid can eat while they're there. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. But that it's gonna take. Well, I don't think we gonna get there.
Damn. No optimism.
But think about what I just said. Now you want somebody to come out their house, volunteer their time, then volunteer.
Volunteer.
You know what I'm saying?
And the scariest word in the motherfucking English language.
Donate money to this church.
Right.
And
you volunteer, you ain't getting no money, and you giving money in.
Come on.
Ain't nobody gonna do that shit up.
That shit's better than crack, bro. That's better than the dope epidemic, bro. It's better. I'm telling you, bro.
I mean,
it's a hustle, baby.
It's better.
No,
Let's read some of these. Venus said one of the problems is these men start out wanting to bring people closer to God, but then the money start rolling in, and then it just becomes a job. That's definitely true. Armani said, why preach it if you can't walk the path that Jesus did? Venus also said churches have men and women groups that uplift one another and help each other. You may have a problem with rent, food, and some kind of bill. Your faithful tither, somebody supposed to help if that congregation is real. And that depends on your community makeup. You know, it's just go back to what we're saying. It depends on the people in the church. My man Bo said, nope, no tithing here. I'm not going to pay money to speak to God. The government already taxed me for water and other shit should be free. Goddamn.
Real shit, bro. Real shit, bro.
Venus said, basically, you have to build your own personal relationship with God. I definitely believe that. No regular man can save you. So get an easy to read Bible that breaks down the verses and the Bible books, but rely on your own personal relationship with God. Thank you, dog.
Thank you.
A lot of people need to hear that. Rely on your own personal motherfucking relationship for real, for real. Talking to him, praying to him daily, and praying for others more than yourself. Venus said, exactly, Q, it's important to build your own relationship. Yeah, I definitely agree with that shit. She talking to somebody else now. Armani said, no, you have to pay the churches back for their services in some way or another. Only show their faces on Channel 247 when it benefits them. Activists have more respect for the black community than them. And you know what? I ain't gonna lie. Some activists fall into that same category because some activists don't rely on the church, but they exist because of the church's failure. Mm-hmm. So they piggybacking off of that. Mm-hmm. Like, oh, you can't get your church to do this. Well, nigga, I'm doing this as a community, and really, some of them is just taking money too, though. It's kind of like, dog, y'all niggas, this is a throwback, dog, for niggas, though. Damn, I got you, Armani. You look like you the first one to put in your Cash App, so I got you. We're gonna send you $10 to your Cash App. But Cotton Comes to Harlem, dog. Y'all ever, this some old ass Negro shit. But anyway, this nigga was basically selling tickets to the black community to go back to Africa and shit. And he really wasn't obviously going back to Africa, but just playing on people's desire to do better. Hopes. Niggas like it's hope peddling.
Selling hope.
Yeah, selling hope. And that's a grand scheme and shit, but at the end of the day, that's kind of still the...
It's like the motherfuckers selling people tickets to heaven and shit.
Yeah. Yes, nigga. And niggas was buying that shit.
Buying it.
Dog, I'm not paying to go. Like, look here, God. If I gotta pay to come, nigga, I'm not coming.
We ain't gotta have that conversation with him.
Right, you ain't gotta have that conversation.
I'm on that bullshit right now. Some shit should just be free now.
Yeah, right, some shit should just be free, dog. All right, Armani, I got you, though. She said, Life Jennings said it best in his song, Made Up My Mind. I don't know the lyrics to that song because I don't like Life Jennings. I'm sorry. I think he's a terrible singer. My man Larry Vance checked in on IG Live. He said the church has been that way and still that way. Will always be that way. That's like we all know politicians are bad, but we just want the one to do the job right. That's a very good analogy,
yes,
nigga. Yeah, that's a very good analogy.
Very
but let's
good.
Have a little faith, man.
Yeah.
Let's have a little
man,
faith.
little faith in what?
I ain't got faith in nothing but God.
Nothing but God, bro. Bro, I couldn't have a faith in man because if it did, everything would be at least decent for a black man or any other man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But it ain't. You know what I mean? So.
I would love to see the church come.
Come on, bro.
I mean, I would. I mean, I definitely would.
I think it'll be a real big help for the kids, man.
Yeah.
Not even the kids, adults.
Yes.
You know, for the community, period.
You
know what I'm saying? I would love to see that.
I mean, don't get me wrong. There's probably some small communities where the church doing their damn thing. They probably working out. They probably taking care of them kids. They probably getting niggas out of jail.
Yeah.
They probably saving niggas from the streets and shit. But the majority, though, is the ones that's giving us the black eye.
Got the helicopter pad in the back.
Right. You got 50 churches in one community and shit, and niggas is still dying and starving and ain't nobody watching the kids and shit. Right.
I don't understand that.
I don't know, man. We about to get off this shit, though, because it's after 11, dog. If you got a last-minute comment, dog, hit me in the comment box right now, and we'll read your comments live on the air. Right now, 64% says that the church is beneficial in the black community. 36% says no. So I think we kind of in agreement. I don't know. We kind of all over the place between us. Hit me in the comment box if you got a last-minute comment, though. But right now, we getting ready to go around the block and get our last comments out. Angry Man, dog. What's happening, bro? Is the church beneficial to the black community or not?
It is, but they're not doing it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I think it is beneficial. You know what I mean? But they're not being.
They got the capacity to be beneficial.
Yeah, they're not doing what the fuck they're
They
supposed
just
to
ain't
do.
doing it.
Because if they were doing what they were fuck supposed to do, a lot of problems in these hoods wouldn't be. You wouldn't have a lot of.
Keyword in there,
problems.
if.
Yeah, I mean, and you're right. Yeah, I mean, but like I said, I would love to see it come back. I think a lot of churches are on some bullshit. Y'all are on some flat out bullshit. Why do you need all this shit? You know what I'm saying? Okay, correction. If you have it, do something with it. You know what I'm saying? You got all this space, all these means. A lot of these churches can change these communities if they wanted to, man.
Yeah.
A lot of these churches, and I don't mean just like I said, walking around passing out money, just by opening up your door.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Turning on your stove every once in a while when somebody really fucking needs somewhere to go.
Yeah.
Or that one fucking single mother in the neighborhood that really don't have nobody to watch her kid. She should be able to take her kid there and she should be able to go to work.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And know her kid gonna eat. You know what I'm saying? And then it's on her responsibility. Okay, I may have to come out of my pocket and donate a small portion.
Yeah.
The church shouldn't be able to say, no, this is what you did. No. She should be able to give what she have to give to be able to move.
Right.
And that's just what the shit is supposed to fucking be for. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, these motherfuckers got G5s and motherfucking Bentleys and shit. And
Bentleys,
presidential
Bugattis and
Rolexes and shit. You know what
right.
I mean?
Getting robbed at the gas station ass nigga.
You know what I'm saying? That one watch right there could probably fix 9 fucking houses on one block.
If anybody from Detroit and shit, you already know what them shots is fired. Shots fired. Shots fired. Anyway.
You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. Come on, man. I ain't saying, and I'm not saying you're not supposed to, be compensated for what you do.
Yeah,
if you running some of that capacity and you doing it right, you should be compensated.
Exactly.
But not to what degree.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I said, especially when you got shit around you that's falling apart. You got motherfuckers around you that can't move.
Yeah.
You got this big, like you said, one motherfucker had a stadium? Come on now. Come on.
If your community thriving, then I wouldn't look funny at that. But if your community not thriving, then
if y'all banging, you know what I'm saying?
I can't even argue with you.
And you handling your business over there. You taking care of that. You helping kids go to school. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You doing all this shit. Hey, do your thing, brother. You know, okay. But if shit falling around, around you just all fucked up and ain't shit right. You know what I'm saying? And you just. Only time you come over there is on Sunday.
Well, shit. Wow.
You don't see this neighborhood but once a motherfucking week on
right.
Sunday.
Yeah.
For a couple hours, and after that, your limousine taking you to the airport. Or
to your own G5.
If that motherfucker ain't in the parking lot already, you know what I'm saying?
Nigga taking off from the church parking lot.
Like, come on, Pastor, get you up out of here. Right.
Motherfucker cop, chopper, all that bitch.
You know what I'm saying?
Bring the chopper.
Right.
Chopper get older.
Right.
I'm late now. Come on.
Fuck money, dog. What you say, bro?
Man, I say practice what you preach.
Yeah.
You can't tell me to walk a path and do all these things and that you're not doing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's retarded, bro. Like, I go by what I see. I go by visual.
Word.
You know what I mean? I go by what I see and what I feel. You know what I mean? I try to notice everything. Sometimes it get by me because I smoke, but I try to notice everything. And in these churches, bro, some of them are just foul, bro. And it's they using a God to hustle, bro. And that's what a lot of them doing. And it's better than dope. And they getting money and they doing their thing. And then shout out to the one dude or 2, 3, 4 dudes that's out here.
4 dudes out of the whole motherfucking church system.
Just doing the right thing. You know what I mean? Like we all said, man, the church can be so beneficial. But the key words in there could. Yeah. You know what I mean? If. You know what I'm saying? If they think about it. If they try to. If we do this. If we do that. No, bro. That's why I say it's no hope. Damn. There's no hope for us, bro, because we're not going to do it, bro. We're not going to do it or get together as a folk.
No, the Manifestone and shit on IG said, leave Bishop Winans to his travel plans. Pimpin' ain't easy. Hey, I wasn't even going to call the nigga name out. Damn, right. That was a good one, though, yeah, for sure. Right. No, but I think what you said, though. Go ahead.
Yeah, like for real, though. Like, I mean, they out here hustling, man. You know what I mean? And they selling hope. Yeah. And they telling me you can't stand there and just say, tell me what and judge me and tell me and judge me and judge me. If you fucking up constantly.
When you on the bullshit.
Bro. So I'm saying, I just say practice what you preach. You know what I'm saying? Don't tell me something about some shit that you ain't doing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Simple as that, huh?
Simple as that, bro. You know what I'm saying?
I usually read these last minute comments. Venus said, "May God bless us all, and may we all draw closer to Him, and not just in the time of need." That's true. Love you guys. Peace, man. Love you too, Venus, man. Thank you for checking us out and all the support. Armani said, "Don't judge unless you want to be judged." This is exactly what Monk Money just said. Christine checked back in. She said, "People, oh shit, I lost you. People forget that. Damn, people forget that preachers are human and not God Himself. They not perfect, and they learning like all of us. Need to bring pure-hearted, stand-up, true people back, and we can win again." Armani said, "Very good show, fellas." Oh, thank you, Armani. Thank you for checking us out. My man Bo said, "But y'all better have them tithes on time."
Don't be late with that now.
And Venus finally said, "Monk Money, it's always hope, bro. Don't ever give up."
No hope.
He said no hope.
No, he really don't believe
He don't
that.
believe in this shit. He ain't no hope, dog.
No hope. I'm sorry, Venus. I want to believe what you saying, baby girl, but from what I see in my visual,
No hope,
there's
bro.
no way out this shit, baby girl.
On that note, man, I'm just gonna wrap it up, dog. Is the church beneficial for the black community? I think we in agreement here that the possibility is there. The way it's functioning right now, no, I don't think it is beneficial the way it's functioning currently. There are a few churches here and there, I'm sure, that are pillars in their community, and the community couldn't thrive without them. And no, those are the churches we got to get back to. I know that everybody probably starts out with the best intention, and then a lot of times that money get involved and it shit get steered astray. So I think the most important thing, just like Venus said earlier, and just like I mentioned earlier, I think we all agree, it's all about your connection, your spiritual connection. If you can get in the right situation with the right church, with the right congregation, maybe it'll make things, it'll elevate it. But at the end of the day, it's all about your solo connection. So don't ever forget that shit, man. On that note, though, I want to thank everybody for all the love today because, like, shit, our numbers was on fire today. And I thank everybody for commenting in and actually talking shit about this subject because I know this is a subject that can get out of hand.
Touchy.
Politics and fucking religion, dog. It's just, it's crazy. So I want to thank y'all for checking us out, man. Thanks for all the love. Make sure that you do check out the replays at eblockradio.com. And as always, man, check out all of our apparel, hats, t-shirts, all that shit. PardonMyEastside.com. Use the promo code eblockradio and get 25% off. Also, very important, don't forget to check out my guy, Coke, all right? My man, Coke Horner. Make sure you check out his movie on Amazon Prime, all right? It's called Urban Envy, all right? So that's my homie from the block, dog. He got a movie on Amazon Prime. Make sure you check it out. Urban Envy, all right? Make sure you check that out. I think that's it. Thanks again for Venus, man, for hollering at me in Harlem, dog. I appreciate that shit. Thanks for checking out the book. When my man read the book and shit, let me know what he think about it. I want to know all that shit, dog. But to the next time, dog, you already know what it is. The Live is Cloud radio show on the planet.
Earth, dog.
Straight from the E-Block Radio live on your dial, man. I got my man Angry Man in the building.
Hey, man, go to church. Sit y'all ass down some damn way.
My man Monk Money holding it down.
Hell no.
And of course, man, it's your boy, man, the Hood Howard Stern, Q Lewis, holding it down live from the 48205, man.